give you a second to jump on. But I wanted to take a second to jump on, and actually just as I was typing, I thought of this mini challenge that I think would be super fantastic for us to work on this week. I was going to just have you share a brag, but then I realized I want to challenge you to pick something each day this week. And what I am talking about is the fact that we spend so much time focused on what we don't like about ourselves or what we don't think we're good at, right? We take very little time to appreciate what we love or look for something that we love about ourselves or recognize about ourselves. And the reality is that we talk to ourselves more than anybody else because our thoughts are always going. We're always talking, right? That's what thoughts are, is talking to ourselves. And if you're like me, you probably talk to yourself all day long, right? Sometimes out loud. But my point is that we are so quick to focus on what we don't like or what we want to do better on, and we're just can be hard on ourselves. And and if you imagine that, like if you imagine being hard on yourself all the time or only focusing on what you don't like about yourself or what you feel like you need to fix, right? Of course that's going to impact your confidence. And of course that's going to impact your body confidence or your confidence as, getting work done or being a mom or whatever the case may be, because I think a lot of times we also underestimate the power of our own opinion, right? We do focus a lot of times until we know better, until we work on it, until we get intentional, until we get better about it. We tend to focus a lot on other people's opinion because it's so obvious, right? Someone can, especially with social media, right? You post something or you share something and someone has something to say about it, or maybe it's just, a distant relative or a close relative if you haven't yet set the boundaries of healthy relationships, that type of thing. And maybe they have something negative to say, right? And that impacts us. And that's what's so obvious to us because it's kind of coming out to us. It's blatant. It's somebody else speaking to us. But reality is what carries even more weight is the opinion we have of ourselves. And so one of the things that we want to do in order to increase our confidence, increase our health, increase our well-being is work on our opinion of ourselves. It's difficult to imagine changing everything all together all at once overnight. But when you start to just change simply what you're focused on, right? There's a whole nother process in, catching your thoughts and retraining your thoughts and all that. But if you take this one simple experiment that we'll do this week, and that is each day this week, think of one thing and you pick it. I'm not defining this. This is something that was on my heart that I was, like I said, in the middle of wanting to post this today and then realized this idea to make it a challenge for the week came to me. And I'm sure there's a reason, because the more we focus on something rather than one and done, every day this week, pick something, come back to this post, share below, have courage, be confident in your little brag, right? And I mean little meaning it might be something small. It might be you know what? I actually really like the color of my eyes. Or you know what? I worked really hard to earn my, patience as a mom. Or I worked really hard to, drop 3 sizes and I'm proud of that. Whatever the case may be, each day pick one thing that you can focus on to just be grateful for about yourself. Not what somebody else has done for you, not about how somebody around you has changed, but one thing that you can be proud of and grateful for about yourself, either body or character, you name it, but it's got to be about you personally. And I want you to take that minute to brag about yourself every day this week. All right. There shouldn't be any questions, I don't think. Hopefully I'm just thinking hopefully I made that clear, but if you do have any questions, let me know. But I would love to see your comments below. So you sharing gives others courage. I know it might be scary to be that first person. I'll be the first person to share below. But I know it might be that first person. You probably think, Rebecca, you don't care. You share everything, which is true. But maybe you being the first person, it would be a little bit of a challenge. But just remember that I know a lot of you guys have a servant heart and you feel like when you do it for somebody else, it helps you get it done, right? Well, you sharing below, I'm sure, will help somebody else have confidence to share their win too. And as a collective, then we get to celebrate and honor each other. So post below. Love you guys so much. Talk soon. Bye.